Let me show you. Like, I need you to know who you are, know your worth, that you might start walking in it, that you might start living in it, praying in it, believing like it, that you can come to your Father as a son, not a slave, that you can walk in this earth as an ambassador of Christ, not someone in shackles, that's got value and worth, that is loved like something priceless, not something just pushed aside and disposable. $5-10. If it don't go for that, let it go. Watch. Matthew 13:44. The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field. When a man found it, he hid it again, and then in his joy went and sold all that he had and bought that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant looking for fine pearls. When he found one of great value, he went away and sold everything he had and bought it. Now listen to me in this. When I was growing up, the whole time I ever heard this parables, it would be us finding God. Like when you find Jesus, sell everything you got and follow him. Like he's worth all of it, right? But then as I continued like walking in this faith of mine, I understood that we can't pursue God until God pursues us. We don't find God. God finds us. He searches us out and then reveals himself to us. We don't want nothing to do with God. Like we enemies until we receive Christ. Like we are literally, we can't even want to search for him until we realize that he just found us. And then he reveals his son to us. He reveals his spirit to us. He reveals his nature to us. And then we get a heart after him. But it's only because he had a heart for us first. The kingdom of heaven is like this. He found something of immense value, priceless, a pearl hidden, a treasure hidden. He saw you and me, buried in our sin, buried in our dirt, buried in our muck of a life. And he says, I gotta have them. And he went back and sold everything he had. And came and got us. Like, think of this. Like you that don't know your worth, don't you understand? He found all of heaven wanting without you there. And he had to give it up to come and get you. But in his joy, it says, in his joy, he went and sold everything he had. Why? Because he was coming to get something priceless. High bidding this bad boy. He's getting him, and he's going to raise him up out that dirt. He's going to wash him clean, and he's going to show this father of his exactly what he bought. Something priceless and rare, a gem of gems. Something not just poor, crippled, and blind, but something immensely valuable, of great worth giving up my throne just to come and get. You and me, buried in sin, buried in dirt, buried in darkness. But in his joy, he found us, and he gave it all up.